Hey everybody, Chip here. I am back home. Meanwhile, Greg is at Port Orleans Riverside this morning for the grand opening. Hey Greg, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you can hear me pretty well here. And it's Thursday morning. You know what that means. Port Orleans Riverside is now open. It has been, gosh, 19, 20 months, maybe a little bit longer. We're going to try and keep our emotions in check this morning. We are so happy to be home. A lot of people who come to Riverside really do treat this as a DBC or a home away from home. Port Orleans Riverside means a lot to a lot of people. So we're glad that we can come to you live. Thanks for being here. We'll take a good, nice little tour around Riverside today. Let me know where you're from. Say hello. Good morning, Pam. I just saw you. It is absolutely, this is an emotional attachment to me. Kay from the UK, thank you so much. This is the first place my wife and I stayed at. So again, I'm going to try and keep my emotions in check because this is emotional. This is wonderful. We're so happy to see the cast members. Join me. Let's take a trip around Port Orleans Riverside. Good morning, everybody. This is amazing. Welcome to Walt Disney World on their 50th anniversary. Lisa from Wisconsin, thank you so much for checking in. Enza from Jersey, another one checking in. Thanks so much. Irma from Maryland, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. As you can see, they have a few of the signs set up for the reopening today of Port Orleans Resort. Riverside is just, like I said, it's an emotional attachment to a lot of us. We're happy to be here today. We're happy to be coming to you live. Welcome from North Carolina, Lisa, thank you. Mariana from Pittsburgh, thank you so much. So, can't wait to, it looks, as we go in, let me show you the rubs. Lakeland's checking in today. And here you are. Oh, when you walk in here, can I just tell you, it smells like home. Welcome home, everybody. And I really mean that. Like, Port Orleans Riverside is home to us. We're happy. Oh my God, I can't tell you how happy we are here. So you can see that they have the flowers up. People are checking in. Andrea from Southern California, thank you so much for checking in. The cast members look amazing. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much. I am. He let me do that only in Disney World. As soon as I leave Disney World, it goes right back. Thank you so much. As you can see, guys, the cast members are in the best mood. June from the United Kingdom, thank you so much. Here we are into the registration area. It still is as beautiful as always. The fans in the air, you can see the old riverboat names. Heather from Ohio, thanks for checking in today. Mandy from the UK, I see you guys out there. So here we are. This is the registration area. As you can see, it's wide open. It's beautiful today. Indiana is checking in. Jessica, thank you so much. So one of the cool things they have coming back tonight, which we will be live for, I want to make sure you guys know this. We actually do have a table. We're going to be here tonight for Yeehaw Bob. The man, the myth, the legend of Yeehaw Bob is at River Roost tonight, which you can see we're walking up on right now. We were at a convention recently with Disney. Linda from Hamilton, Ontario, welcome. River Roost looks exactly the same. There's nothing new here at River Roost except for us and except for it's open. I mean, that's the best thing to say is it's open. Here we come to their shop. We're not going to spend a lot of time in the shop. I really want to show you guys outside, especially for those who have stayed at Alligator Bayou area. They have updated a little bit of it. Nothing crazy. It doesn't change it, but they opened up the area and it looks amazing. It's so clear out there. But as you can see, the store is open again. Cast members are inside. Oh, it's a beautiful place to stay here, Heather. One of the most picturesque resorts they have. So as you can see, we're inside. I do want to show you, the one thing I want to show you guys real quick. They don't have any 50th merchant here, which is fine. They don't need to. Yes, the resort boats are going back and forth now. The Sassagoula River is open and open for business. I just want to show you guys the pins they have. There's the Riverside pin. The Port Orleans French Quarter one. Wanted to give you guys a view of that. So they do have a beautiful Tiana Port Orleans. Ah, just amazing. It's, again, just so nice to see this open. So,
Hey, Greg. Shannon from Destinations to Travel is here with us.
excellent. Well, welcome, Shannon, from Destinations to Travel. We are so grateful that she's joining us. For any of your travel needs, guys, she's amazing. Check out Destinations to Travel. They do an amazing job. That's who the company uses.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So, we're going to go inside. We're going to stay inside for just a second. I want to show you guys the food court. The only bad news we have about the resort being open right now is Boat Rights is not open yet. There is no time frame for when it will be opening, and I would imagine it'll probably be within the next 3 weeks, according to sources. But I don't want to say that that's absolutely going to happen. So right now, they just have a sign up that says not currently serving, which is okay. There is many other places to eat and enjoy. So let's go check out the food and the snacks. They do have one or two special 50th anniversary treats here, which we can go look in the case. But this is one of my favorite places to eat. I know it's quick service. It's old school Disney in here. You have the water wheel is running, the mechanics are inside. It's a kinetic energy in here that is absolutely amazing. One of the reasons we love it. So you can see everything is wide open in here. A lot of availability, a lot of space to eat today.
Hey, Greg, and the French Quarter is opening on the 28th, correct?
A lot of food available. Okay, so I'm going to sneak up on this snack board here. I want to show you guys the 50th anniversary treat they have. Is raspberry mousse with the 50th chocolate medallion. Oh, it's so good looking. All right. They also have a macaroon with the 50th medallion on there also. I don't see it out right now, but they definitely have it. So, let's get through this. It's amazing. Like I said, it smells like Port Orleans Riverside. It just has that certain, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So I want to get you guys outside. I want to get you guys over to the Alligator Bayou to show you some of they got rid of a lot of brush so you can see more back there. Going over to Magnolia section is beautiful. The walk over to it. So we're going to walk outside now. I want to show you guys that the boats are running over to Springs. If you're here and you want to take one of the boats from Springs to come over here, Caitlin from Collegeville, how you doing today? Thank you so much. Look for the yellow flag. Sassagoula River to Port Orleans Riverside. You're looking for the yellow flag. Those are the boats that are running over here right now. We're back in the main lobby. I love these. I love the new floor mats. They do have some of the original Port Orleans ones still out. Let's let the camera adjust to being outside here, guys. You just know you're home when you walk out here. Just for those who love this resort, it is just such a positive energy when you walk outside and I don't know. They do, and they are renting Surrey bikes. So you can go over to the bike rental section over to the right-hand side as you leave the back porch. Amber, we are just visiting today. We do have some friends who are staying. Stephanie from North Carolina. We really appreciate you checking in today. Christy, December 3rd is coming up anytime. Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. David, thanks so much. Oh, gumbo is life at this resort. I'm actually going to stay here for lunch and go get some gumbo. Oh, the cornbread. I haven't seen it yet. So, all right. So here's the back deck. Normally you would see the horse and carriage normally hang out in this section. I'm going to ask and see if they are going to have carriage rides back. I don't know if they're doing it right now. As you can see, just to get a waypoint, we are behind boat rides on the outside. We're about to walk over to Alligator Bayou and then over to Magnolia section. I know I don't want to bore everybody, but I just wanted to show you guys around the whole resort. Jan, thank you. That's so cool. I mean, this resort is, like I said earlier, it means a lot to a lot of people. It's a DVC without being a DVC. The people who love Port Orleans, Riverside, or French Quarter are crazy. We're all just crazy. Let's just put it that way. And I don't mean that in a negative tone. I mean, this is just our home resort. This is where we're going to be. This is where we like to stay. As you were walking back here, again, there's the bridge to Old Man Island.
Hey, Shannon, when was the last time you stayed at Port Orleans?
Last time I stayed at Port Orleans is going on probably 3 years now. Yeah, I'm going to say roughly, it was just before the pandemic. So I'm going to say it was 2018.
So do you like French Quarter or Riverside better?
Well, I love the smallness of French Quarter, but I love everything that Riverside has to offer, between the food court and, is it? Always forget this gentleman's name. Is it Yahoo Bob or
Yeehaw, Bob.
Yeehaw Bob? I love him.
That's okay. I called him Sideshow Bob for a while.
Oh my gosh. And in the mansion estate type room, buildings, those are just I don't know. I just think it's more open. It's got that grand estate feel where French Quarter is a little different, and it's a little more kind of closed in a little bit. But I love the room details of French Quarter.
So let me ask you, as a travel agent owner, are the prices any different between the two resorts?
They are actually slightly. So it is cheaper to stay at French Quarter, and it really has to do with because they have limited availability, or not availability, but inventory. And the rooms are just a hair smaller than what you're going to find over at Port Orleans Riverside. And because they don't have all of the amenities, now, granted, you just are kind of a hop, skip, and a jump over to Port Orleans Riverside for those amenities anyway. Sometimes you get more bang for your buck by staying at French Quarter and utilizing those amenities over at Port Orleans Riverside.
Now, which resort has the Tiana Suites?
So that was French Quarter.
Okay.
They have the Tiana Suites. They got the pull-down beds, the Murphy beds that show the fireflies and Lewis, playing his trumpet and all of that. And it is a lot quieter, I gotta say, over at French Quarter. So if you're looking for a quiet resort, this is definitely going to be your resort.
So we're in the new Alligator, or we're in the old Alligator. We're in the preferred section of Alligator Bayou right now. And I just wanted to point out how much of the brush they kind of got rid of and opened up the section a little bit. You can see it's not so overgrown anymore. You can actually see the buildings across from you. So you kind of don't feel as being in a swamp as you would.
Greg, do you know if the fishing is still there?
I'm actually going to head over to Old Man Island in one section here, in one after I get past this section, and double check. I do see it set up, but I don't know if they're um, renting out the rods right now or not. We will find out in about 5 minutes here. So we're leaving the preferred section of Alligator Bayou, and we're going into what would be considered your standard rooms, which is our 5 sleepers, if I'm correct.
Correct. It does.
Now I'm trying to remember, do they share a bus or not?
Well,
So I'm sorry. Yeah.
depending on what's going on now, I don't know if you've noticed, but many of the resorts are not sharing buses.
Okay.
Each resort is having their own fleet of busing. It may change here very quickly, very soon, but they used to share a bus. You would get Port Orleans would be picked up first, then French Quarter.
Okay.
And it depended on where they were going. A lot of times you could find just a Port Orleans or just a French Quarter bus, but it really did depend on the time of year and what theme park and attendance level at the time.
So, Amy, to answer your question, Bertie is here. It was greeting earlier. He was not there when we just came in this time for the live feed, but he is here. They did bring back the majority of the cast members who previously worked here. That was really important. I had a great conversation with John, who is the general manager of Port Orleans Riverside and French Quarter, and he was really quick to point out the cast members, point out that the majority, I think he said 80% of the people who have been called back to Riverside previously worked here.
Yes, which is wonderful news. And I know someone that is now going to be the nighttime bell service. His name is John, and he's back as of today. So he had made a post yesterday being excited.
So I'm coming up to this bench, and I just want to point out, this is a personal thing, that the first place my wife and I had ever, Holly and I, had ever stayed at was Riverside. And we would wake up every morning to the room behind us and sit on this bench and just have the most amazing conversations about life. And it's one of the most spectacular views, I think, in Disney World, with the water wheel and the quick service restaurant there. It is absolutely beautiful. You sit in the shade. You just have a most amazing time you could possibly have here. And I think this is why when you sit here and you just have this view, you realize why so many people are attached to being at Port Orleans Riverside. But I just wanted to sit down at this bench because, I don't know, memories.
Well, it is both resorts are actually beautiful. The grounds are just immaculate. And you do have these gorgeous views and opportunities to do that kind of thing, is to sit there and take that all in. And, it's a quiet area, and especially in the morning time. And it's one of the most popular resorts, this area. We do sell a lot of Port Orleans and French Quarter.
And it's a good place to run too, because I see a lot of runners out there early in the morning.
Yeah, it's a mile track, I think it is, around here. Now, one of the things I've noticed, and I noticed that when the borders are open, you get a lot of people from the Great Britain and the islands over there. A lot of French people, a lot of English people love staying at French Quarter. And it's really an international, I guess a lot of international people know that this resort is open to them. Now, we just got to wait till the borders open and they can come over, which would be wonderful. Now, we cannot get across this bridge to get to Old Man Island. They are freshly painting it. Oh, they actually are letting me across. So we're going to not touch the wet paint as we go across to Old Man Island. And then we'll be over at the Magnolia section. But I just wanted to check in on if the fishing was open. I know that they were trying to start the music earlier for the boats, or sorry, for the kids swimming. Just everything is so fresh looking around here. They're repainted everything. I know that they spent the time off really putting this resort in order, really making it fresh for people. All right, let's see if there's fishing going on, everybody. And then I want to show you some of the magnolia buildings. And we won't waste everybody's time. We just wanted to make sure that everybody knew what was going on here at the reopening of Port Orleans Riverside. So let me check if it's open. For those of you who come to the resort, they are doing scavenger hunts. Now, right here, you see Walt Disney World Railroad with a D in yellow. I'm not going to give everything away, but that may be part of the scavenger hunt. And we are here in front, and it does look like they are renting out. Are they renting out fishing poles and it's all open?
Yeah, it's all open.
There you go. Straight from Andre. Is it Andre?
That's correct.
Andre's letting us know that Old Man Island Fishing Zone is open. So if you want to come out here and come on the bayou and just sit down out here at the Sassagoula River, I'm surprised I haven't hacked that name at least once or twice doing this live.
Now, Greg, isn't there a new boat too?
There is a new boat. I have not seen the new boat come over to this section. They just got it. I think it was the first new boat they've had since 2003 is what one of the captains was telling me.
Wow.
So this beautiful section, this is the fishing lagoon or fishing pond at Old Man Island. It is open. So when you guys do come and you just take an hour break and just come back here and fish with the family and show the little ones how it's done for all you anglers out there. It's one of the most, again, I've said this once or twice, it's one of the most relaxing resorts you can stay at here.
It's very true.
Over the actual pool area, and I love this pool area. It's covered, it's shady, it's another place to relax. What I'm looking for, truthfully, is the hammocks. We have a joke inside my own house where it is hammock life. When you stay at Port Orleans Riverside, you just live the hammock life. Come out here and just enjoy the beautiful scenery.
And Shannon, do the pools have slides at Port Orleans?
I don't remember when I was there. They were refurbishing the pool at the time. I can't remember that they were putting in or taking out a slide. I'm trying to think way back there.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm going to go with no.
They do. The slide is still here. It has been refurbished. It is open.
Well, yay, it's up.
Old Man Island Pool. I just want to stop here. There's a beautiful bar back here that serves pretty much everything you can think of. Again, it's not too sunny back here. You're in the shade. The pool is full in the sun. So if you're worried about getting a suntan while you're here, it's perfect. You have the back deck to grab a drink and relax. Old Man Island is truly, again, it's not Stormalong Bay. You can't think along those terms. I don't want to overhype it, but it is really nice. And the slide is actually based off of like a log flume type theming.
I did see somebody ask about alligators.
Oh yeah, that'll go over well.
You're in Florida, and that's, you just have to be very mindful, and then don't put your hand in bushes and things like that. They do have snakes and things like that. You just got to be careful. You're in Florida. It's a
simple thing. I mean, and they do have the signs up. So that's one of the things about being on the Sassagoula River here at Port Orleans is you can walk up to the river. They kind of don't want you getting too close. So there are signs everywhere. But there is wildlife. You are in Florida, as you just said. You may see a baby gator, or you may see a black racer snake. They're
Yes.
harmless. You'll be fine. It's
Right.
Florida.
Exactly. And Disney does remove those baby gators once they get just before they get, I believe it's 4 feet. That was way back when. And they do remove them. And with the black racers, again, harmless. I have yet to see anything that's going to bite you or do anything like that. So, and I'm there constantly and have been constantly for 23 years now that I have had contracts with Disney. So I've not run into anything.
Anita, yes, to answer your question, there are a few 50th anniversary treats that are available. They do have a macaroon. Macaroon. Thank you. That's my mess up. I always
Don't
mess
think
up.
macaroni.
Yeah. They do have a nice raspberry dome mousse. I've not tried it. It looks delicious. It doesn't have any of that iridescent glitter on it, so it won't have that flavor to it. And look, here we are. This is the magnolia section.
I
just wanted to show you guys this. They're some of the most beautiful mansion-esque.
Yes.
I believe they're princess themed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they are.
So if you have a little one, if you have a daughter, if you're coming here and you're coming down here on your honeymoon, you know, your love for princess, any of the princesses, these rooms are spectacular. They were rethemed recently and redone, and they just look amazing.
And to be honest, and I'm hoping that they brought back the PhotoPass photographers here back to this area of Port Orleans Riverside. We get the most spectacular photos for couples and families. Gender reveals, the whole bit, by utilizing the backgrounds here at Port Orleans Riverside.
As you can see, the cast members are driving around, making sure everything's in order. Again, here's another one of those brush areas that were really overgrown for the last few years. And you can see they kind of culled back a lot of the brush. So you can kind of see more, and it looks a little bit more open. This magnolia room, from the last time I was here, this is all repainted. It's been refreshed. It looks spectacular.
Nice.
What we're doing, I'm walking up to the other bridge right now. I'm going to get to this clearing and show you exactly where we are at the resort. We're in the magnolia section. I don't know what building we're at. I can check in a second. But if I turn to my right, you can see the Sassagoula River. And that's how far you are away from the front. So it's just across the river. There are many bridges. You can go across at Old Man Island. There's one down here to my left, which I'm going to give you, if anybody's staying here, you don't have time to get over to the fireworks. You can see both Hollywood Studios, some of their fireworks going off, and you can absolutely see Harmonious. Everything but the barges you can see from here on this bridge up ahead. So there's the bridge up ahead. It's to the right of the magnolia section. It is really a nice spot. If you just want to, if you're out here and they're showing the movie, hop up onto that bridge and you will see fireworks.
Mm-hmm. And I have to say,
as you can see, they're mowing this area.
Even though it looks like it's spread out, it is one of the most accessible resorts to getting you back to the main area, to grab one of the buses or to grab a snack or to do anything, enjoy the pools, what have you. There really isn't a bad building to be in.
Now, what's really nice is I just noticed they have some of the golf carts are taking some of the guests to their rooms, which
now that
is a wonderful perk to have if you're staying over here. Again, as Shannon was just saying, it's not spread out. You're really, even though you don't feel like you're on top of each other, it's not as spread out as you think.
Right. It's an optical illusion. It really is.
I just want to let you guys know, there are multiple pools around. There's some quiet pools. I'm actually going to go into the back here. I'm at Oak Manor section right now. The reason I'm showing you this is because it's a quiet pool. It's a really nice pool, but this is where they show the movies at nighttime. And some people have a hard time finding it. You kind of wander around, you never know where it is. There's this little path off the beaten path, and it opens right up to this beautiful, quiet pool section. This is one of the reasons why we love Riverside is you can go from Old Man Island, where there's a lot of noise in the bar and everybody's having a great time, to this beautiful, beautiful, quiet section pool. And we'll see that has been repainted and touched up and is locked right now, so I cannot get in there. Wah, wah, wah.
Well, and to
But
let everybody know too, when discounts come out, Riverside usually carries the discounts where French Quarter doesn't.
see, that's why you have a travel agent, people, right there. I would not have known that.
Yes.
Excuse me.
All has to do with inventory and how big the resort is. So if there's going to be a free dining, if there's going to be discounts off of rooms, whatever it might be, Port Orleans Riverside is always going to have it. It's a very popular one, and it's one that, as a travel agency owner, our agents jump on very quickly because, again, it goes by inventory. So it's a popular one.
Okay, so we're leaving the Magnolia section. I just want to give you guys one really good view of this section. Again, it's so picturesque. It's so beautiful. Like, just look at that.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous,
It's
isn't it?
just pretty.
Shannon, there's a question up there for you.
Well, not all of the rooms are princess themed. So, I mean, even though each table does have a letter from the princesses that is kind of etched into the table itself, when you get more towards your standard rooms themselves, it gets less and less princess themed. There's still theming there, but it's not as heavy when you get more into your.
How are you today? I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
And hopefully we can get it to where you guys are going to be able to show them here. I don't know if it would happen today, obviously, because of it being opening day, but access into those rooms so you can show them the difference between a preferred and a standard view.
Oh, excellent. So we're coming back across this bridge and we're getting back towards the front section. As you can see from here, they are spray painting the sign to make it look even pretty. We're about to wrap it up here, guys, as we walk back towards where we started. I just want to say thank you all so much for joining us today for the Port Orleans Riverside reopening. We want to thank Shannon from Destination to Travel. Guys, if you need any of your travel needs, Shannon and her team are miracle workers. I mean, we can't say enough good things about them. We want to thank Chip for letting us go live today to show you guys around everything. Yeah. And from wherever you're from, welcome home. One last thing I want to say is we love you, cast members. We're happy that you're back at work. We missed you. This is not the same place without you guys. And to see this open, it's one of the last few resorts that has to open around here from all the stuff that happened in the past years. So we're really grateful that you guys are here. We're grateful that you guys are coming to Central Florida on vacation. And we're glad that we can bring something like this to you every few days. So thank you guys so much for joining us from Port Orleans Riverside. We're going to throw it back to Chip and Shannon and let them have the final words. This is Greg here at Port Orleans saying thank you so much. We'll see you later tonight for Yeehaw Bob.
Thanks, Greg. And thanks, Shannon, for jumping on our live with us.
Yes, thanks for having me. I'm anytime you guys want to go live and if we can get some inside the room tours, I'd be happy to be on again at any point in time. That's what I'm here for, is to help you guys, make it easier for everybody to get them booked and get them in the right rooms at the right resorts. So thank you for having me.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And thanks again, Greg, for the tour of Port Orleans.